You will never be able to get with the girl that you really like if you don't sexually escalate on her. If you don't show her that you're non-apologetically attracted to her, you will never be able to get with her. And I've said it time and time again, guys, if you don't escalate on the girl, if you don't show her that you as a man are sexually attracted to her, she will never be with you. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been on a date? Everything is going good. You're having a good conversation. The girl is enjoying, she's giggling, she's just enjoying the conversation. You are enjoying the conversation, but it doesn't end up going anywhere. It doesn't end up going anywhere. You're not able to sexually escalate. You're not able to make a move on her. And the next thing you know, she goes home. She never texts you again. And you're like, hey, what did I do wrong? I had the time of my life with her. But as soon as she reaches home, she realizes, oh my God, this guy he doesn't have the balls to escalate. He doesn't have the courage to sexually escalate on me. I'm not feeling the vibe. And funny enough, I was testing this with multiple clients. And one thing I saw, a common pattern in most of my clientele, like, people who are not landing the second date, is that they're playing it too safe, all right? They're playing it too safe. They want to be on the girl's good books. They're like, hey, maybe I shouldn't sexually escalate. Maybe she'll feel I'm an asshole or I'm a guy who just wants to get laid. So maybe I should not sexually escalate. Maybe I should not make a move on her and I should project that I'm a nice guy so that she actually likes me. But the thing you don't understand is, girls actually want you to make that move, all right? That's why they're on the date with you. But if you keep on having that conversation and if you keep on enjoying that conversation, there comes a time where you think, oh, now I cannot sexually escalate because now it's just a platonic conversation that has been happening and it sets the rhythm of the conversation. You have to understand, at the end of the day, if the girl doesn't know that you really desire her, she's never gonna be with you. If she doesn't feel that burning desire for her, she's never gonna be with you. And guys, don't confuse it with neediness, like, hey, maybe I'm just gonna be really needy, maybe I'm gonna be always available. That's not true desire. True desire is when the girl knows that, okay, this guy is actually sexually interested in me. And I know a lot of you might fear that, hey, if I show that I'm sexually interested in a girl, maybe she'll never talk to me again. But that's all right, dude. That's completely all right, because if she's not sexually interested in you, you probably should move on too. All right, you should move on, try hitting on some other girl, and don't wait for her to come back. Don't wait for her to come back, because life is too short, man. Life is too short to wait for a woman to get attracted to you. Instead, find the girl who actually wants to spend time with you. And one thing I've realized in my 10 years of pickup journey is, whenever I spend time with a girl who doesn't want to spend time with me, it's not as fun, all right? The sex is not that good, the date is not that good, the connection is not that good. So it's always better to spend time with women who want to spend time with you. And also, guys, you might think that you don't have anything to offer. You might think that, hey, I'm a student, I don't have anything to offer. Or maybe, hey, I don't know much about female psychology. I don't know how to maintain a relationship. I don't know how to do pickup. I don't know how to do social skills. But man, you really need to understand, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have not learned social skills a lot. It doesn't matter. There is something called natural attraction as well, which means there are some girls you'll genuinely click with. And if you're unable to show them that you're interested in them sexually, or you're unable to make the conversation more man to woman, what will happen is it will be a platonic conversation. It will not end up going anywhere, and you will regret the fact that you did not make a move. So it's always better to make a move than to live with the regret. But there are certain ways which you can follow when you make a move, so that you know that, okay, this is going to be a calibrated move. It's not just going to be any move. It's not going to be an abrupt move where you're talking to the girl, having a platonic conversation, and the next thing you do is whip out your dick. That's just not gonna happen. That's not gonna work. And I hope you never do that. So it's equally important to learn social calibration in regards with sexual escalation, because if you don't have social calibration and you're trying to sexually escalate, the girl will reject you. Not only that, it will be a horrible experience. You will not enjoy that experience. So it's very important to be socially calibrated when you're actually sexually escalating. And guys, I'll tell you what it means. Basically, it means you have to start from the basics. You have to get the girl comfortable. Because if the girl is not comfortable and you escalate on her, she's going to reject your move, all right? Get her comfortable, build some trust, build some comfort with her. This happens when you're having that conversation, whether it's a platonic conversation. Try to sexually escalate on her. Try to make that conversation more man to woman using your non-verbal communication. Now, one thing you have to understand is, if you want to amp up the sexual tension in any conversation, if you want to sexually escalate on a girl, you really have to use your subconscious communication, which means deep eye contact. And one theory I have for this is, whenever I'm talking to a girl, I'm just staring into her soul. Alright, I'm staring into her soul. I've literally laser eye contact, and that gives her a certain sense of emotions. Oh my God, this guy is actually interested in me. Right? This shows that the girl that I'm not having a friendly conversation. I'm actually sexually interested in her. And apart from that laser eye contact, there are many other things that you can do. Play with your facial expressions, all right? Play with the proximity. All of this is going to give her a jolt of emotions. All of this is going to increase the sexual tension when you're talking to her. And to be more calibrated basically means always testing the compliance, always testing whether she's responding to your touch. How is she responding to your touch? Is she okay with it? Is she afraid of it? Is she experiencing some discomfort? Is she hesitating a little bit? Because if she is, that is not a good point of escalation. That means that you need to build more comfort and more trust, and she's not there yet. Now, a lot of you guys have also asked me in the Facebook group, in the Discord community, everywhere you guys have been asking me, is there a step-by-step method of escalation? Is there a step-by-step method of smooth escalation which never goes wrong, or which is a foolproof method? Now, one thing I have to tell you guys is there is no foolproof method of escalation. However, you can be more socially calibrated. You can make sure that the escalation works. You can make sure that the probability of the escalation working is a lot more by being more socially calibrated. And how you can do that is open the girl, have a conversation with her, try to amp up the emotions in the conversation using your subconscious communication, using your verbals, using your verbal communication, amp up the emotions of the conversation. And once you're feeling in a good state, she's also feeling in a good state, right? Also, at that time, test the compliance at multiple levels. And what I mean by testing the compliance is see how much is she responding to you, see how much is she agreeing with you on your certain requests. For example, if I'm talking to a girl at the bar, I'll just talk to her, hey, why don't we go towards the smoking room? Why don't we go over here? I can't hear you. And just by looking at her walking with me, I can see that she's compliant towards me, and then I can ask her for a bigger request. Now, a lot of guys, what they do is they talk to a girl and they're directly like, hey, can I grab your number? And the girl's like, hey, we didn't even have a good conversation. Why do you even want my number? And they'll just take the number and the girl will never respond to them. This is because, first of all, they've not stacked up the compliance. They've not built enough interest. They've not gotten the girl invested in the conversation. And all of this, guys, you have to do by asking her different requests, asking her to move with you, all right? Change of locations is definitely going to build a lot of trust, a lot of comfort, because what happens when changing a location with a girl is you and the girl remain the constant. Alright, the environment keeps on changing, and that builds a lot of comfort and trust, and it also makes your escalation a lot easier. Because what do you need for escalation? You need that comfort, you need that trust, you need the girl to trust you and be comfortable enough to shift environments with you as well. So the step-by-step method is fairly simple. All you need to do is get the girl on a yes ladder, shift some locations with her, build some comfort and trust, escalate on her, see how she's responding to your escalation. Start with soft escalation, which is maybe touching her back or touching her elbow a little bit, and then you proceed to the harder escalation, which is reeling her inside, right? Hugging her, giving her a soft kiss on the cheek, or maybe giving her a kiss on the lips. So all of that, guys, but before that, you have to calibrate. Is she even compliant to the escalation before that? Is she even compliant to the soft escalation? How is she responding to your hug? How is she responding to your touch? If you can sense that she's sensing some discomfort, that's not a good option, all right? It's not good at that time to go in for the escalation. So there are certain things that you can keep in mind to make sure that your escalation never fails or it has a higher success rate. So if you are not sure about touching the girl, if you're not sure about inducing physicality, do not do it, because once you're doing it, it's going to be completely half-hearted. The girl is going to see that, okay, this guy is not sure is in what he's doing. Your hand is going to be shivering. You're going to be going towards her, but she's going to think, if he's so uncomfortable while touching me, why is he doing that? Right? You might be thinking, hey, I want to learn some sexual escalation, so let me just be half-hearted towards it, and it's not going to work out, guys. I'm so sorry, but it's not going to work out. You have to show the girl that you're certain. You have to show the girl it's normal for you to touch attractive girls, or else the girl is going to reject your move. So do not do that if you're not sure about it yourself. Another reason why your escalation might fail is if you have a platonic conversation with a girl, maybe she's a friend, maybe she's a girl you've known for some time, and you're having this platonic conversation and you suddenly think, and I have a lot of people messaging in the Facebook group in regards to this problem. So if you suddenly think that, okay, now I'm interested in this girl and I'll show her that I'm the best guy for her, all right, or I'll show her that, I'm suitable for her or something like that, and now you want to change that platonic, relationship to a romantic relationship, one thing you have to understand is changing the frame is not that easy. Alright, what frame you set from the start is going to continue most likely. So basically it means that earlier you were having a platonic conversation and now you want to shift it to a man-to-woman conversation. But you need to understand that as soon as you do that, the girl will be like, oh, damn, why is he doing all of this? It's acting a bit weird, because you're shifting the frame. Earlier you were someone else and now you're trying to be someone else. Now the girl will sense incongruence and she will be like, no, I'm not interested in him because he's my friend, and you'll get in the friend zone. So it's very important to set that frame right off the bat. Whenever you meet a new girl, show her that you're that guy who's okay with being physical with girls. Alright, show her that you're a guy who's okay with having man-to-woman conversations instead of having platonic conversations. Another reason your escalation might be failing is you're trying to rush the process of compliance testing and the yes ladder. And I've seen this with a lot of guys. They just try to rush the process. They're like, okay, maybe, I just ask the girl directly to come to my place. And that never works out. And there was an infield breakdown I was doing in which I pulled some girls from the club to my house. And in that, we asked the girls about multiple times whether they want to come with us. And initially, you will see, if you have seen that infield, if you've not, I'll add a clip over here. Initially, as soon as I ask her, hey, you want to come with me? She's like, no, I'm with my friends. But at the end, as we test more compliance, as we get her on the yes ladder, you'll see that she leaves home with us.
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
Would you like to be kidnapped by gay Ted Bundy? That's going to be an experience now.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's
A lovely one.
Huh?
A lovely one. What's her name? Arunav.
Huh?
Arunav. Where are you from?
Fucking born here. My mom came and gave birth to me there.
Damn. So this is a holy place for you?
It is, dude.
Which part of the city do you live in?
I live really far away.
I live in...
Where is that?
I have no clue. It's a preschool. I'm the dean of that preschool.
Go!
Okay. Very good after this. Fuck that. Let's go. I live in a preschool, but I think you would enjoy that preschool.
It's not safe. Yeah, I'll see you. Call me. Grab my number.
I don't usually text.
You have my number.
I don't usually text.
You don't text.
I'm here for 2 days. I know, it's a feeling.
I can't help it. I can't
You
help
can leave, you're free to leave.
Huh?
You're free to leave. Bye-bye.
Bye.
But you can live your boring life every day of the fucking year. And you want to live your boring life every day of the year?
I can't leave my friends.
Okay. Let's not fuck, let's just take in party and eat food and see where it goes. No pressure. We don't have to do anything for uncomfortable. Listen. You are free to leave whenever you want. It's a preschool. There's guards. There's fucking people over there.
But we're going to empower.
We can call the food from there and we can just chill because we have alcohol.
It's nearby. You are free to leave whenever.
We're just gonna chill, eat food.
If you're from Delhi doesn't mean we're rapists. For me, you're from Jammu.
I'm from Mumbai, dude.
Dude, then how do you two know each other? If you're
We're working together.
We work together. Is this the car? Hello, Hanji,
Honestly,
dude, as long as we are with each other, we'll book a cab.
don't worry.
Hey guys, let's go in.
Let me just see if I
Listen.
We're going to the preschool and
I'm sitting with her.
sure.
Dude, I don't know if I have.
So guys, understand there's no point of rushing the yes ladder. There's no point of skipping a few steps. It's always important to enjoy the whole journey instead of thinking about the destination, thinking about the outcome. It's very important to enjoy the journey, enjoy the process of pickup when you're talking to the girl, when you're enjoying her feminine energy and she's talking to you back. It is more important to enjoy that rather than to think about the next escalation move or how I'm going to sexually escalate, how I'm going to get closer to my objective. Because the moment you start thinking about all of that, you stop enjoying the pickup, you stop enjoying the process, and you kill the soul of pickup. So if you try to escalate on a girl and your escalation fails, do not make it a big deal, alright? Do not, because if you make it a big deal, then the girl will make it a big deal. So it's always important, if the escalation fails, change the topic and start talking about something else. Maybe she's just not there yet. Understand, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that she's not there yet. She's not comfortable enough or she doesn't trust you enough. Change the topic and start talking about something else. You can point it out a little bit too. Hey, I'm so sorry about that. It was a little uncalibrated of me. But anyways, what were you saying? Now, at that point of time, do not try to escalate again and again, alright? What you need to do at that point of time, you need to understand that she's not there yet. She needs more comfort, she needs more time, she needs more trust, she needs to be with you more in order to be more comfortable with your moves. So don't do that. Do not re-escalate on the girl for some time because you need to understand when a girl says no, she means no. Alright, she means no. So back off at that point of time. Maybe it's not the day for her, or maybe she's not feeling it at that point of time. So don't try to overdo it and don't do anything stupid in the name of escalation. Now, I have a special gift for you, and this is the book that I wrote, Beyond Small Talk, and you can find it on thebrothing.com. Also, I'll make sure to add a pinned comment where you can click and get this free ebook. Now, this will teach you how to turn a girl on through your conversations. Alright, the book's name is Beyond Small Talk. Turn her on through your conversation. And also, if you need some expert help, guys, you can hop onto our website. There'll be an option to click here and schedule a call with our team where we can help you learn about escalation, learn about game, learn about pickup as a skill. This is your coach Arnav, and I hope to see you in the field.